Hey guys, thanks for watching Dee Croy with My Favorite Groomer on YouTube. I am here getting ready to show you some really neat, simple way to give your pets a treat. And I know this is just, it's absolutely simple. So do you guys remember Jean? Jean's a client of mine, and she has Butch and Cassie, which are two Papillons. Recently, she had to cancel the morning of her appointment, which she never does. I've been grooming her pets for like 8-9 years at the minimum, I think. So it's a long time is my point. I've been grooming her pets a long time, and she's never had to do that. She calls me and says, hey Dee Dee, Cassie was really sick last weekend. Butch is really sick this morning, lethargic, not feeling well. We have to cancel. I can't come in. And I'm like, yeah, don't come in. Please don't come in, right? Take care of your babies. Now, this is what she told me. Check this out. So she works in like real estate, title, stuff like that, with that kind of industry, and she works hard. So she has a system. She has everything laid out. She knows what she's giving her dogs. She has a routine every day. She does the same kind of thing. Certain days she does other things, right? So you're a really busy working pet parent. And lo and behold, I told her, I want you to, she said, well, do you think it's this? Do you think it's that? What do you think it is, right? And Butch has had some issues. He has had ACL surgery. He's had an anal gland explosion. He's had some issues. So food intake is a very big thing. Over the years, we were like best friends, right? So she does a diary, and we are on the same track. I know what dog food her pets are on. Actually, she buys it from me. You can find that on my website, myfavoritegroomer.com/shop under treats and food. The dry food kibble is what she uses, but a really good quality, in my opinion. What my dogs eat, it's very clean. I mean, there's papaya and kale in it. And I can hardly get myself to eat a bunch of kale, right? So at least I know my dogs, even though they're getting the kibble aspect, they're still getting that really great quality dog food. So it comes down to little things like, what am I giving my dog to eat? Why are you not feeling well today? I learn a lot and have learned a lot from my clients over the years, because I ask a lot of questions, and you should too. So this treat system for me, I feel comfortable doing. I have a really big problem. I'm almost analistic about what I give my dogs as far as treats, even worse than what I would be eating myself. I monitor what they eat better than I monitor what I eat for myself, because we are so addicted to sugar, right? So it turns out the lethargic, she would have a system. She would give her pets the dental greenies, or the dental green looking toothbrush knot bar, or whatever. And they're all kind of the same. You have to read your packaging. I'm not talking about any one specific, okay? But I can tell you, a long time ago, someone I worked with said, Dee Dee, if you read the package on some of these things, there's plastic inside of it. And if you don't know what plastic is called, then you don't even know that you're giving it to your pet. And I thought to myself, are you kidding me? And I was selling some of it, okay? So I started getting really picky about what I was selling in my store. And then talking to veterinarians, I had to be really picky. I personally am picky. And we just think we're humans. We're like, hey, you can handle it. You're an animal. I really do think people think like that. And I kind of wish I could think like that too, but I now know better. And I know better from being in a veterinarian environment where I'm watching them do surgery to take out a splinter from a raw bone the dog ate. However, you have to have all the facts, and you have to do it right. If you want to introduce raw bones into your dog's diet, you have to do it. To me, it's a whole nother video, but you have to do it properly. I'm not going to take a 10-year-old and put him on a raw diet. Unfortunately, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to take it unless he got really sick, and he was not taking his food. Do you see what I'm saying? How every little thing can be different with every little dog and every big dog. Everything is different. So if you need direction, ask me. I'll point you in the right direction. I'm not a veterinarian, but I've been in this industry for a very long time. So I'll at least point you in the right direction. If I can't help you, I will say, hey, go to a veterinarian, 1, 2, or 3 of them, and get opinions just like you would yourself, okay? So this moment, I'm telling you that Jean's pets were really lethargic, and she never noticed it because she would give them the dental treat and then leave. And so that day she specifically gave it to them and then was around. and was like, oh my gosh, he's all woozy, could hardly hold himself up. And she panicked, and her husband and her both were like, wow, something's up, you know. And that could be any treat. So any treat, any food, anything. But in this case, that's what it was for her pets. So she comes to the salon, I think a week and a half, 2 weeks later, and she says, or maybe we missed the whole month. I'm not sure. I would have to look. But she came back to the salon and she was like, Dee Dee, I believe that's what it was. I believe that's what it was. Because outside of that, she would do a dental, because she felt, I said, you have the Pets Life gel, right? She goes, yeah. And I said, well, why don't do the dental? Do the Pets Life, just stick with the Pets Life gel. It's proven to be great, right? And with you guys giving me your comments on the product, I believe it's great too. So do the Pets Life gel, done deal. That's the teeth thing. That's your impact on the teeth, okay? She's had dentals done on them, so it's not, but not, I don't recommend yearly dentals. That's just not what I do. Yeah, that's another video. She has had dentals done on them. Do the Pets Life gel for the teeth. They're on an absolutely wonderful dog food, Timberwolf. Find it on my website. She does only like carrots for treats. Dogs can get treats. Our mentality is like you reward your pet, right? But I would say you don't want to switch things up too much and give too many different treats. And dry treats seem to do better in the sense of like vomiting and diarrhea than soft, mushy treats. So you have to like weigh all these things. So the next thing I want to give you is an example of why I'm so picky. Faith, one of my girls, I'm a store, right? So I try everything for myself first and make sure it's good quality. I think it's good. It's you guys that have been here know what I'm talking about. I try to make sure what I sell is something I believe in and I like and my dogs like, and we're doing good. So there's some different foods that Faith didn't do well on. Some really good quality foods too. So Faith, man, we went through like sessions of serious diarrhea nights. I mean, literally jumping off the bed, diarrhea in my hand, because I'm like not wanting her to get it all over the bed. And telling you what you feed your pet at what time of day can impact how you sleep at night, okay? Don't give your pets a bunch of different foods and treats late at night. I would almost do a little trickle feed if you got home super late at night from work, trickle feed and then boost up in the morning, rather than doing I'm so sorry I was gone all day, I worked all night, here's food, and okay, don't do that. Because you might be paying for it overnight. If that dog decides to have a bad tummy night, you might not be happy by not getting any sleep because you have diarrhea all over your bed. Okay, you feel me? So this is, let me go, one more thing. Okay, this is drawn out, man, 7 minutes. Okay. The other thing is I, again, am personally very picky on treats. One, because I don't know how my dogs might take to it, so I don't like to try a bunch of different things. I'm pretty picky about the ingredients. That's why sometimes we bake our own treats, and sometimes I pick out, in the store online, the treats that I've picked out are really great quality, okay? So great quality means like real apples, no like dyes and things like that. Things that gosh, come on, you guys. You eat donuts with pink icing. It has dye in it. I mean, what is that doing? Does it matter? I still eat it, but I look at it going, my dog's eating all this. What's wrong with me? Why don't I think like that for myself, right? Why don't we think like that for ourselves? We don't. I don't know. We just love food and the way it looks and the way it tastes and how, anyways, I can go on and on and on about that. However, let's get back to the treat situation. So one time I was pet sitting clients' dogs, and there's all different kinds of quality of treats. And I know when they poop a lot, they have usually a corn treat, like made with corn. Not that corn's bad. I eat corn. I like corn. I don't eat it all the time. Probably eat it mostly on Thanksgiving and Christmas times like that. But I have corn in the cupboard in case something goes down. We've got corn, right? But corn, when you use the bathroom, it comes out whole. What are we processing out of this? Okay, so I just love corn. I love the taste of it, but it's not something I'm looking to give corn to my dogs for treats. That's just not me. So if you have a high corn diet for treats, you'll see, wow, the color of the poop comes out the same color of that treat, the biscuit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty picky. I don't do those either. Now, every now and then I'll try something new, but I don't give a lot of it at one time. And I don't give treats every day. You probably find David would give more treats than me for some reason. He loves to like spoil the girls like that. But I'm more like military. I'm more like, no, you can just use, I can just love on you, and that is positive reinforcement, and we don't need all these treats and stuff like that, right? More calories, more, you know. And as your pets get older, consider too many treats is putting on pounds. And if you're not keeping your dog exercised, which we see a lot, real heavy dogs are laying around, they're gonna just do what we do. If we get heavy, we're gonna have a lot of problems. So watch the amount of treats you're giving, when you're giving, and if you really need to give that treat, can you just go, oh, such a good girl? You know, you can do those things too, okay? But here is one really easy way to give treats without having to worry. And I say having to worry because I was pet sitting a client's dogs, and I would come in and I would give these inexpensive treats. I would also give, she had it in a bag for me. It was a to-do list. Dee Dee, and once they go out to potty, give them a treat for saying good dog to go potty, right? I wouldn't do that. I would not give a treat for pottying because that just forms more potties. So then they have to go again, right? So I wouldn't do that. I would give a treat at the beginning of the visit, that kind of thing. And then they have time to play and go out, and then not give a treat after you're about to leave, that kind of thing. You feel me? On the pet sit side. Whole nother video. I'm so sorry. So there was a stick and I used to sell them a bully stick, and they have different sizes. They have like a 4-inch, 5-inch, 6-inch, and they're not cheap. They're designed for chewing, like, you know, like it looks like a stick, right? And they're chewing, and that chisels plaque off. I get it, okay? However, if you give a Chihuahua the 3-inch or 4-inch size stick, and they chew a little bit, this is what happened. So I'm watching this little dog. She's so cute too. I have a picture of her. They had a pool, so I'd go over there and hang out for a couple hours, right? Lay out. I never jumped in the pool, but I did lay out by the pool, hung out with the dogs, and gave them that extra time you need when you're pet sitting. And on one occasion, she's running around, and she's like, looking at me with like this. And I went over there and I just opened her jaw and literally saw that I could pull that whole stick out of her mouth. Like she tried to swallow it, but it got lodged on the side of her throat. And I thought to myself, wow, I'm not giving her that again. I didn't continue giving those to the animal owner or to the animal, and let the animal owner know those things can get lodged in the throat. And I was like, if I hadn't noticed that in the side of like the corner of my eye, that she was like, you know, like, she wasn't complaining. She wasn't even like saying, take it out. I think she was looking at me and kind of like walking around doing her thing. And she had I'm glad I caught it, you know, like what could have happened? Whose fault would that have been, right? So I then stopped, and I don't order the bully sticks anymore, which some of my dogs have loved them, to chew on them. Saki did the same thing one time. She was running around chewing this bully stick. We're talking the 3-4-inch ones. They're not cheap either. I think they're like $2.50, $3.50 a piece at some of the feed stores and things like that, okay? So she's running around, and surely enough, do you not know she chewed on it for about 2 minutes? You know, those things can last about 15-minute chew. Like, you can sit there and gnaw on it. And you got to watch their teeth too, because if they don't do it very often, they could loosen a tooth, and they can also chew until it's bloody. If you picked up the bully stick and looked at it, sometimes you could actually see the blood from them really getting at it in their gums. So these are all things like, really pay attention. So I've learned I don't give treats without monitoring. I'm not going to give you a treat and not kind of have my eye on you, okay? There's a reason for that. Anything you let a dog chew up can get destroyed. I don't care. I had brought on a bionic balls, bionic frisbees, bionic this triangle thing. Amazing toy. I was so excited about it. I found it at Super Zoo like 8 years ago or 6 years ago, and I saw it blending in a Vitamix, like at a blender. They were blending that baby, and nothing was happening to this. It looked like a Kong, but it wasn't. It was like one of these, you know, but stronger and bigger, and I haven't seen them since. I'm pretty sure they're still on the market. I haven't seen them at Super Zoo since, but I can tell you I was really happy with that. However, I let a guy with his golden retriever test it for me. It was a $28 toy. You could put treats, you could squeeze it and put treats on 2 or 3 or 4 of the ends. And I said, hey, they said, you know, you can't get to it. So he showed me a black Kong ball that was kind of destroyed by his golden retriever. He said, my golden retriever will rip apart the bark on a tree. He goes, he's a wild animal, you know? And so I was like, here, let's try this bionic toy, right? So he did. It took a year, maybe 2 years, but he said, finally, he said, yeah, Dee Dee, he got through it. He did get through it. Well, you let a dog chew for hours on anything, they are gonna destroy it, right? It's just really what's gonna happen. So if there is a toy that really like I would not let my dog chew for hours anyway. You need to watch your dog. If they can tear it apart, they can swallow it. If they can swallow it, it can do more damage than what you can see. Okay. I think Allison, she sent me a text message. She was gonna bring her oodle in, and before she can get in, the dog woofed down a hot dog, protruding through. It's like a puppy protruding out of the stomach. So you couldn't see the hot dog, but it ate it whole, and they had to have surgery. And I was like, why couldn't it just digest? She said because the veterinarian said it's protruding through and could tear and do some damage in the wall of the stomach, you know? And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're like, it doesn't just digest, okay? So I hope this has been super informational for you when it comes to giving treats to your pets. It's been a long talk. I mean, that's too much talking for me, but there's so many stories that I've heard and seen with my own 2 eyes that I want you to know how serious it is, and what you're giving to your pet as treats or chews should really be thought about. I'll do a segment 2 on this video, because when we talk about stew bones, bones to chew on, things like that, there's a lot more information that I want to share with you that will really help you guys out there, what I kind of believe and what I've seen and what I'm like, wow, you know, I would love to share those with you. In the meantime, back to our toys. So this is a toy I sell that I feel comfortable selling and being able to give my dogs a treat every once in a while. So these are Kong Classics. You can order them on my website, myfavoritegroomer.com/shop. It'll be under the toys section, and yeah, you'll be able to find them there. They go by different sizes. This is like the mini or the small, and we've got a medium here because Donnie, who we have renamed Brownie, is still hanging out with us, so I got him one. And I've already rinsed these guys off. I'm gonna rinse them off real fast again. And rubber or silicone picks up dust really easy, so I'm just gonna lay those right on the counter. I'm not gonna dry them with a towel. And I've got this one still in its construction here. They put these labels on here. You should read that. I mean, I love reading these while I'm on the toilet, okay? Read that so you kind of get what the manufacturer thinks is important. So you're gonna rinse this off. I would almost say this would be a great ball in the pool, but I don't know. I've never played with this to see if it does float. Okay, it might even say it here. Okay, it doesn't say it right off, so try that. Now, I take my own favorite peanut butter, okay? And I've tried I love trying different kinds of peanut butter. So the girls and Brownie, now they have their own peanut butter lid. It says the girls on it. Put Brownie on there later if he's the keeper. I just refill the peanut butter. I keep it low so it doesn't go old on me for them. And here's my peanut butter. I love peanut butter. So if you it's a lot of protein. I actually have made peanut butter dog cakes, and I had a party and dogs were eating it, and some dogs were having a lot of gas depending on how much that pet parent was giving them on that cake. So high protein is going to give you gas, so be careful on how much you actually give, okay? And look, I mean, this is our first time doing it because I want you to know what you can give as a treat, but they already know what is going on, right? What are you doing? What are you doing right here? Are you ready? You ready for a treat? Okay. All right. So let me go. Let me see if I can get this visual here. Okay. So we've got our medium and our 2 smalls here. Okay. This is kind of cool, Dave. This is David's camera. Okay. So we got our. Here we go. And I'm not going to do too much, but the key is to keep them busy for just a moment, right? So I'm just going to put some peanut butter, just like that. That's barely maybe a tablespoon. You can put some treats in there. Here, I'll give you good examples. I'm gonna do that so it's not too messy. So this is their own, so I can double dip their knife and stuff in here, right? Well, those things are clean anyway. See how I'm thinking? Okay, not too much, man. I don't want anyone to have diarrhea or gas, okay? So there's not a lot in there, okay? You can also... You can also, this is their own kibble. You know, you could throw a couple kibbles in there. Because then this, after they lick it all out kind of thing, they're going to be able to kind of play with that. So I put it, you know, they'll be able to lick their, hold it and get their tongue in there and stuff, okay? Okay, rinse my hands off real fast with some soap. All right, now we have a special system. So everybody is in control. We're all in control, right? We're all in control. Come on, let's go. And we've just gotten home from work, so you guys still on there? Yep. All right, good girl. She got right in the kennel here. Kennel, here you go. Here's your treat. Here's your treat. I'm gonna just close that. She knows how to get out when she's done. Kennel, kennel. Good babies. Good babies. There's your treat right there. There's your treat right there, okay? She's going to town. She's going to town. Yeah, are you liking that? You gotta get in there. Are you getting at it? Are you getting at it? It's right here. It's right here, man. Oh yeah, you getting at that? I'm gonna let you get in there. See, look. Oh yeah, you let him. He's eating that too. Okay, great. All right. Well, I'll let him have at it. All right. Thanks a lot, y'all, for watching DD with My Favorite Groomer on YouTube. This is just a real long explanation on what kind of treats you can give. I'm gonna watch them. Give them about 10, 12 minutes to finish everything. They're going to do a lot more licking than they are chewing. But it's really important that you know, sorry you guys, you kind of know what you're feeding and how much of it, what time of day. So right now it's like 5:30. That gives them, you know, by the time we go to bed, 6-7 hours to process. There's not a lot of it, and everyone has already eaten dinner, and so timing is essential, okay? And what you're giving. I don't think peanut butter is bad. Like, I don't think, there's no plastic in this peanut butter. Do you feel me? Like, I don't have to go, definitely go read, but you don't have to go feel like this is not food. This is artificially this and that, this and that. So pick out a good peanut butter, pick out a good toy. If you want one of the Kongs, those are such easy ways to let your dog chew on something. Kong is its own brand. I am not getting paid to do this commercial, but I just want you to have a way to give your dog a treat without feeling like somebody's gonna get lodged. Now, you take the wrong Kong, you might run into, I mean, you have to think about this and think it through. If my dogs were shredders, I don't know that I would give my dog any kind of treat like that. I'd give him a watermelon, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that I would give him any kind of plastic or silicone or rubber that he could tear apart. So you have to judge what toy is going to best fit your animal. But instead of like a bully stick, instead of something that could get lodged in these guys' throat, this is a choice that I feel like is really great, and I can monitor them. I would not let them, if I left for work today with the Kong, that Kong would not stay in there. Nothing's in their kennel except their bedding, and my dogs don't chew up their bedding. So if you have a dog that chews up their bedding, doesn't get bedding. I pet sat for a German Shepherd client that was super aggressive. Anybody else walked in the door, he would like murder them. And he would not chew up the bedding. He would destroy anything that they left in the kennel. And he was kenneled, crate trained. When they went to work, he was kenneled. Otherwise, he would shred their whole house. And by the time I met them, it was he was like 6, 7, 8 years old. And I knew him for a few years, and then he passed away. So they taught me that it's okay not to put anything in the kennel, because they were like, he'll destroy everything. Don't put anything in there. Don't leave a toy in there. Like nothing goes in the kennel with him, or he might destroy it, eat it, and not be alive when you get home. So think wisely and contain your pet in kennels if they do destroy things in your home, because that can happen. Just like that one story I told you guys about, their Shih Tzu ate their retainer when they were not looking, when they left the house, and that dog died that night. So it's so many stories I've heard and learned through and watched and witnessed, and my friends or my clients have gone through, that I'm sharing with you. So I'm really sorry this conversation ended up being quite a long one. It was just more to it. Oh my goodness, look at this. Hold on. Hey, where are you going, Brownie? Brownie, where are you going? Brownie, is that your toy? Oh, he was carrying his toy. Is that your toy, man? He was just running. Is that your toy? You better get it. You better get it. Watch this. You're not going to get it, man. You were just running around with it. Did you take yours outside too, Faith? No, where's your toy? Where's your toy? Where's your toy, man? That sucker's empty, man. Is that your toy? There. I saw you holding it, man. I saw you holding it. Oh, hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Are you taking his toy? Hey. Hey, Brownie. Hi, Faith. What are you doing? Yeah. Are you going to take his toy now? Oh man. Okay, well, he was taking it out the door and it was hilarious. So, thanks for watching Dee Dee Crow with my favorite girl on YouTube. I appreciate y'all. If you have any questions, put them down there. If I can answer them, I will. Or shoot me an email. Thanks for watching, and woo, what a long video. All right, bye.